Hey guys, how's it going? Today I got a treat for you. We're going to be opening some amazing new audio products I got in today. Yay, the Sound Blaster E5, the Sound Blaster Roar 2, and the Marshall Acton. These kind of go together because, well, I'm going to be hooking up this to my Mac and my PC, and I wanted a good DAC, so I bought the Sound Blaster E5, a good portable speaker to replace my Bose SoundLink Mini, which is Sound Blaster Roar 2, and the Marshall Acton for home use. And this is for portable use. So, yeah, let's see what's inside these buggers. Alright, let's first the Sound Blaster E5. It's inside this one. Okay. Ooh, that's a pretty nice looking DAC right here. Very, very premium feel. I like that. Line optical out, optical in, USB host, USB right here, power button, SPX, low and high gain. I think this has a very good DAC inside of it. So I think this is the top of the line Cirrus Logic DAC inside of this, which should be a little bit better than my Wolfson DAC and my FIO E10. So anyways, this is a Sound Blaster E5. What else is in here? Okay. Nice optical cable here. Looks like a stand. Warranty. And the manual, which is actually quite thick for a DAC. Okay, that's cool. Appreciated. And a nice USB to micro USB here. This is a really good quality product. Just holding my hands nice. 2 headphone out ports. Pretty nice. It is just like an external USB sound card almost. So this is a sound card and a headphone amplifier. So I think this is pretty good. Sound Blaster E5. This one is a hardware accelerated one. Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to review the Creative Sound Blaster E5. This is a USB DAC and headphone amplifier, and it's portable as well. It's actually the top of their portable range. And I just want to talk about some of the features I experienced while using this. I think it's a really cool device, really versatile. As many people know, Creative make the Sound Blaster range of sound cards. They're famous for that. And they have a whole bunch of different DACs and headphone amplifiers. This is their top of the line one. I think they have several other ones, but they don't have as many features. Alright, taking a look at the ports here, we have a line in, mic in, and optical in. So this one can take in a 3.5mm tooth link or an external mic. So pretty versatile port. This one outputs a line optical out. This one outputs both an analog and a digital signal, which means you can connect to your home receiver system, your studio monitors, your external speakers, stereo system, what have you, almost anything. This one's a USB host, which means you can charge your phone, or you can use this as a headphone amplifier or DAC for your phone, basically as a sound card for your phone. If you have a mobile device, you have a few options. You can either plug your cable in here, or you can use the NFC or Bluetooth features, and the Bluetooth is A2DP and aptX, by the way, so it is pretty high quality. And this one's a micro USB, so you can hook it up to your PC or Mac and use this as your sound card and gain the same benefits for your computer. So that's all possible. And then you have 2 different headphone jacks here, so this is really cool because usually if you only have one headphone jack and you're out with a friend, you're out with your girlfriend or boyfriend, you have to share your headphones and earphones, right, if you want to hear the same music. Well, in this case, you have 2 different headphone jacks, 2 different sources. You can both use your own headphones or earphones and listen to the same music. Isn't that cool? Alright, and you have a volume knob here, pretty standard, pretty cool. And on the side here you have the on-off switch, also for Bluetooth. SPX, which is Creative's own software processing system. And you have a low gain and a high gain switch here. Low gain is usually used for your standard run-of-the-mill headphones and earphones. Most headphones, mainstream headphones, earphones will be low gain. So you probably want to use low gain switch. But if you're an audiophile, or if you find yourself buying a high-end headphone like an Audi, so Hi-Fi Man, or a Sennheiser HD650 Beyerdynamics that have like a 600 ohm or high impedance, then you'll probably want to switch to a high gain in order to drive that headphone. So yeah, that's a lot of features. Also has, you know, NFC as well as Bluetooth. Also has microphones as well. So it does a lot of things. So let's go over some of the specs. This USB DAC comes with a pretty high-end DAC chip. It comes with the Cirrus Logic CS4398 DAC, which is one of Cirrus Logic's, I think, top of the line or near top of the line chip. And it has a 120 decibel signal to noise ratio, right, which audiophiles will understand what that means. Supports sample rates up to 24-bit 192 kilohertz resolution. And if you don't know what that means, that's because so people use MP3s to listen to music, right? MP3 files. Those are compressed files, and they're very, very low resolution. And then we move up to FLAC files. FLAC files are high resolution, uncompressed. FLACs and waves are uncompressed files. They sound better than MP3s. They have more range and stuff, and roughly equivalent to CD quality files. Then you move up to the really high-res files. These are the 24-bit 192 kilohertz resolution files that the creative is talking about. Those files are usually used, they're really, really well, they're really, really large. Obviously, they contain a lot of data, but those files usually used by audiophiles. You have high-res MP3 players like the Sony Walkman, high-resolution one. You have the Astol and Kern, really high-res audio players, and the recent like Pono player by Neil Young. That one also plays high-res audio files. So that is the highest of the high. The cream of the crop, basically, audiophiles is the high-res ones, and this USB DAC can play all of them. It can decode all of them, so that's really, really nice. And one other thing is this one contains a USB sound card when hooked up to your computer. It has the same SBA-XX1 multi-core processor in it, and a whole bunch of like other EQ settings, and of course Creative's own software and stuff built in if you hook it up to your phone or computer. So let's go test this out. I'm gonna show you guys how this works on a mobile device first, and then go onto your PC device. So I've hooked up to my Sennheiser Momentums. This is not a high gain headphone, so I'm gonna leave it on the low setting here because it's not a high impedance headphone, just a standard run-of-the-mill one. And I'm gonna use my Sony Xperia Z3 to play these files. Because Sony Xperia actually supports some people may not know, but the Sony Xperia Z series and the upcoming X series will support high-res audio. So it does support FLACs and high-res audio as well. And all you have to do is pair it with your phone. If you have an iPhone, all you need to do is hook it up, your lightning cable up to this slot here. With an Android phone, for some phones it might work, for some phones it might not. It might be tempted to charge it instead for Android phones. So in order to avoid that, I'm just going to use the NFC to pair it instead. So make sure my NFC is on, right? Pair that. Actually, I'm going to turn this on first. Yep, it's going to light up. Yep. Okay, yep, so it's already connected, but anyways, how you would pair it is, yeah, just use NFC. Oops, let's pair it again. I think it should be paired now. Yeah, there we go. I think I have it connected now. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to play some high resolution files here. Alright. So you can hear the sound coming from my headphones here. The volume knob. And this can go pretty loud. Pretty loud. And I can put up, if I put up to high gain, it's going to be even louder. This is on high gain setting, so it's used to push like high gain, high impedance amplifiers. If you have like a 600 ohm amplifier, 400, 500, 600 ohm or higher, it's going to push that, it's going to drive it. But mine's okay, it doesn't need that. So as you can see, what's interesting is I don't need to have any cables connected to my phone here to play that. Right? I just have to have a cable connected to this to play it. And this is pretty cool because basically I can control this without having any wires in the way, is what I'm saying. And yeah, if you have a friend who has another pair of headphones, you can plug it in and listen to the same song you're listening to. And it has microphones too, so even if your headphone is not a Bluetooth headphone, does not have a microphone, or all the standard modern features, you can still use the analog out and use the microphone on here, so to make it look act more modern. Basically, you can take your calls using this. It's very, very cool. And one other thing is this takes in all the audio streams at the same time and outputs them all at the same time. So if you have a PS4 connected, you have like your computer connected, you have another mobile device connected, it outputs all the streams into these two headphone outs. So let me show you an example of what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to connect my iPad also to this using the USB slot. Alright, so now I can play some songs, right? Play some John Mayer. Works fine. I can play, so it's still connected with Bluetooth, so I can play from my Sony Xperia at the same time. See? So it takes in all the streams at once and puts it all at once. Why is this cool? Because say you're playing a game on PS4 and you don't want to listen to the PS4's music, then you can actually listen to your own music at the same time. Or if you have any app on your phone or a mobile device, tablet or PC, that you don't want to listen to the music for and you want to listen to your own music, then you can do that because you can output several things at the same time. I could be playing a game of Hearthstone, I could be on YouTube, I could be playing my MP3s or FLACs, and I could be playing my PS4 at the same time, right? It all goes into one output, so it mixes them all, which is really, really cool. So yeah, that is mobile features. Now I'm gonna go into PC, and oh, actually one more thing, I'm going to show you guys the app on this, which is very, very similar to the PC software anyways. Show you the Sound Blaster Central app. You can download this on the iOS store or Google Play Store. And actually, let me connect this first. Oh, no, it'll show up. Come on. Hold on.
We're hardly ever here. The rest of us, we're born to this.
Should be connected. Hold on. Okay, there. Now it's connected to the Sound Blast E5. Then put up the app. Okay, now it's connected. Okay, so you have a whole bunch of features here. Okay, so you have a bunch of features here. You have the SPX. Oops. You have the SPX Pro Studio, and you can adjust like the surround crystallizer. Let's go here. Okay, so you have all these different settings here. The SPX Pro Studio equalizer, right? You can adjust the surround, crystallizer, bass, crossover frequency, smart volume, dialogue plus, equalizer here. So if I want like pop, I can do that. If I want flat, I can do that. Maybe you guys might hear a difference, you might not. Rock. Yeah, there's a slight difference, but it's an equalizer, so you guys probably have an idea what that does. Okay, you can see the battery life here. You also have this crystal voice thing, which I don't really use much, but it's for the microphone, and you can use that there. And yeah, you can configure it to use a microphone in, and has a mic boost as well. So that's really cool. So yeah, we have a whole bunch of different settings here. Okay, so you have a whole bunch of different settings here on that app. I'm going to show you guys how it does on the PC. Alright, so now I have my Sound Blaster E5 hooked up to my computer here. And once you have it hooked up to your computer should automatically, Windows should automatically find the drivers for it. If not, you can download them from the Creative website. But once you turn on your control panel, you can find in the sound settings here that for playback you should have the new settings, speakers, Sound Blaster E5. This is the dual analog outputs that it has, the headphone outputs. And as well as the recording, you have a whole bunch of new microphones as well from the Sound Blaster E5. You have the external mic, should you choose to use an external mic, the internal mic that's built in, a line in, and the SPDIF in, which is the optical in. And yeah, let me show you guys the internal mic in action. Alright, so say I'm using a recording software like Audacity, which I use sometimes. I can select the Sound Blaster E5 from the inputs here, and we can see how the microphone quality sounds. Do 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 do. Alright, so that's just some dumb stuff that I made up. And how does it sound like? Do 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 do. Okay, so you can see the microphone works on an E5 pretty decently, and you can actually adjust that by using the Sound Blaster E5 software, which you can download from the Creative website. Let's see if I can find this. Yes. Okay, so this is software for Sound Blaster E5. You can download it from Creative, and it's pretty much the exact same as the app from the App Store, which I showed you guys. You have all the SPX Pro Studio stuff, surrounding crystallizer bass, Dialogue Plus, Smart Volume, all this stuff. I think it supports 7.1 virtual surround as well. You have Crystal Voice, which is for your microphone. You can clean up your recordings a bit. You have like noise reduction, Smart Volume, echo cancellation. Some pretty cool stuff for the built-in mic or external mic. And headphones, speaker headphones configuration, you have a mixer here as well, and you have the equalizer. So you basically have the same stuff as on the app in the iOS store, but yeah, PC is, this is what PC is about. You can input stuff from the PC, and it works pretty much just like you would expect to access a sound card. Yeah, so it works similar to a mobile device, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty versatile. So yeah, guys, I really like the Sound Blaster E5. I think it's really versatile. It's really good bang for the buck. This model sells for $200, brand new from the Creative website. And there's other models in the series, the E1, the E3, but this one definitely has the most features, the E5, therefore it is the top-end model. And I know you guys are thinking, well, $200, that's a lot for a device that doesn't play music, that doesn't have a display. But hear me out. If you buy a top of the line portable USB DAC out there right now that you can find on Amazon, say you get the Audio Quest Dragonfly or the Meridian Explorer, and those ones are pretty good USB DACs, and they have pretty top of the line audio chips inside of them. But this is comparable. This also has a top of the line audio chip inside it, and it's also a headphone amp on top of that. Those ones are not headphone amps. And if you do find a separate headphone amp like the Fio or a Hi-Fi Man or some other amp, those ones you had to pay another $100 to get it separately, and those are just headphone amps. So this one is a combination headphone amp and USB DAC, and has top of the line, off the shelf components, and a lot of features as well. For the price, I think it's pretty good. Right, you can connect any number of components to this. You can connect like different other mics. You can connect a line in, line out. You know, USB has 2 of those ports, dual headphone outputs, and yeah, this does have a lot of features. I think Bluetooth and NFC, right? So for the features and the price, for the circuitry and everything, I think it's actually a pretty good deal. So just like Creative's other products, I highly recommend this one. I think Creative tends to put a lot of features inside its products. It did so in the Sound Blaster Roar 2. In my review of the Sound Blaster Roar 2 as well, I said how Creative puts more features inside their products than other competitors, and I think this is true of this device as well. So yeah, you might find other portable DACs, more expensive ones, or more expensive headphone amps, but this one is actually pretty good value. Gives you a lot for the price, a lot of features, and it's very versatile. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. And yeah, you can connect it to any mobile device, PC, Mac, iPhone, iPad, tablet, what have you. It works with everything. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.